So I noticed a lot recently that the anime community does not tend to take a liking to shonen, nor any shonen fan base. I feel like this has been a growing dislike and something that has become much more out of control as of late, especially with all the new shonen popping up, old shows being revived, and ongoing ones continuing to pile on extra unneeded content. Today, I want to tackle what I think is the reason behind this hate, and why it will never end, and what people need to do to come together instead of dividing the community more and more. Let's jump in. So I've narrowed this topic down to two main issues, exposure and audience. Let's tackle exposure first. Most shows that aren't shonen or don't follow shonen tropes tend not to catch on with the mainstream media and viewers. Shows like Dragon Ball Z still attract kids today because of the nonsensical action and characters that they flesh out into the series. While us hardcore fans might not think that way, that's the main reason casual watchers will list as why they got into or perhaps are still into Dragon Ball today. This clashes with other anime that may have action but have much more thought out ways in which they show their action, portray their characters, structure their world, and tell their stories. This causes animosity to form between the casual watchers of shows like Dragon Ball and the more hardcore anime fans that go out of their way to find what they may consider underrated shows, which they want to get exposure and become more popular, but simply don't due to the average non-Japanese anime watcher not really caring as much. These shows, because they aren't popular, may never see any more episodes, or sometimes a manga or light novel may never even get an anime adaptation. This would make any fan of the series upset, but when they see what they consider to be lesser quality series getting more support than what they think is high quality, it adds fuel to the fire, and as it happens again and again, they start to detest the series and its audience. Speaking of the audience, that's the other main reason that anime fans hold hatred towards the shonen genre. Shonen are aimed at teenage boys who take interest in fast-paced action and fights rather than focusing on character development, story, etc. This is not to say that all teenagers are like this, nor to say that these series don't employ what I mentioned into the series. Simply, that's what the genre was originally created for and centered around. Shonen typically like to use similar character tropes and styles, generic settings and lore, and simple, most of the time nonsense stories that don't have much real life relation besides believing in yourself and the power of friendship. At least, that's what goes through the mind of those that dislike the genre typically. Notice I keep saying words like typical and general in this video. This is because I simply cannot include everyone in these categories, because there are exceptions, and if you're a part of this exception, please don't leave a comment saying, well, I'm not, or, well, all of us are, because obviously I'm not talking to you, nor anyone you're thinking of when you type that comment. Like the Black Hokage says, if it don't apply, let it fly. Not everyone needs your input, and not everything needs a reaction from everyone. I'm saying all this to say that this is where the anime community needs to get through their heads. If someone has a different opinion than you, cool, move on about your day, or have a peaceful conversation with them about why they feel that way. The attacking and constant bickering isn't getting this community anywhere, but more shit being talked about us. It's time to grow up and stop acting like children over shows with characters that aren't real. It doesn't matter what genre you like, it's entertainment, and sadly an entertainment medium that is dying, that only we can fix, but we have to fix our community before we can fix the anime industry. I'm not generally one to preach about unity, but when something you love is dying, I feel like someone has to say what needs to be said. And even though I can understand where shonen haters are coming from, I don't agree with the methods they use to convey their message. But that's enough of all that preaching nonsense. If you don't like shonen and you took offense to this video, well, fuck you. I mean, you obviously didn't understand the point. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Fix the anime community. This has been your boy T-Dub, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
to the end of your life, and I promise it's going to hurt.